Well, hello. I'm Noah, and this is Noah's Arts Entertainment. Wow, I thank you for being here tonight on this Saturday evening. Who rules Saturday as a whole? Saturn, planet Saturn. This is what we study here. Part of what we study is esoteric science and the planetary aspects and daily forces. Okay, who rules? What planet rules on what day? Tonight is Saturn. Okay, and well, it's a planet of sorrow, and also it's a planet of in the Kabbalah is known as Binah, and that means understanding. Okay, so I welcome you tonight. I I wasn't going to be here tonight, but you know what? I said I'm going to do this. I've been pretty active during the week, and I said, well, I don't feel like noise. I don't feel like stuff. I want to be productive, constructive, and I'm here, before you tonight. Welcome. Okay, if you've been following me for the past, what has it been? Almost on this full moon, it's going to be 5 months, I believe. Yes. So on every full moon, I will do some kind of something, something special. I will prepare for that. I promise you, with all my heart. So, and those that are new, hey, I welcome you. I don't know how you got here, but you were referred here, or you just, I don't know, by coincidence, which is not really a coincidence. It was meant to be for you to be here tonight. I welcome you, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. I don't know, you know, but tonight we're gonna talk. I didn't really think about a particular theme tonight. I wanted to just talk about certain things that are they're all important. So it's like you could say it's the show about nothing. What's the show about? Nothing. Nothing at all. No, no. There's always got to be about something. And if you backtrack, you look at my, throughout my channel, you'll find videos that I've done in the past. I don't know, I've lost count, but that way it's not like a lot of, I mean, what is it, 4 weeks? About 16 to 20 videos, I'd say. Uh, and each one with a different theme, never the same. I hate to repeat myself, truly, but I think that something, one of those themes will resonate with you. I can assure you that. And I'm going to be doing some other uh, themes, videos based on articles that I wrote a few years back. One that I wrote that I turned into video was very successful. I mean, thus far, I mean, it's received nearly 1,000 views. And that's a theme called From Speech Impediment to Unlimited Roles. Okay, that's a very interesting how that, and I love that the people like that theme. Okay, because that theme is very real, very raw, uh, and very true. Um, so I urge you to check it out if you have not. And there's some other themes. I mean, all themes are different. Some are mystical, some are um, sexual, some are um, again esoteric science, and so it has been a variety of different things thus far. Oh, I have stuff about soulmate. Oh my God, that drives me nuts. And for those, my lovely tarot card readers, look. Um, no, the soulmate is something of the past, and it had me locked in there for a while, and for a good while. I think a total of 7 months. But I sort of like released myself from it about after the fifth month, I'd say, something like that. So, but yeah, that soulmate thing. I mean, she's, you know, um, it's the last I heard. She's figured out that she did not invest in me in the past life, and that oh, I'm jealous because other people are doing things that I want to do it. I'm not doing them. That's wonderful. That's just perfect. You know, that's what you call support. That's what you call nurturing. That's what you call loving. Hey, you know, I guess if I don't see you in this life, I'll see you in the next life because we have unfinished business, and this is karmic. It's like a blueprint or even a fingerprint. You know that it's a debt that you create, and because you chose to choose others and other things and excuses and reasons and fears and whatever ever you used not to physically manifest this divine union. Okay, so hey, look, it's not my fault. I fell for the full okay thing. And only because I'm not an idiot and I'm not wacko. Okay, I have good intuition and I know that it was very real. But if you're not there because you're still a player and you're very independent and you don't need men except for sex and la da da, hey, that's fine. Um, it will come the day. I've seen it over and over and over again. Okay, I've seen it because I've lived, and I don't know. You probably would never say your age, but I would say there's a 15 to 20-year difference between us. And hey, I didn't ask for you. You probably didn't ask for me. This is something that from the past, right? Anyhow, why am I getting into this whole soulmate thing? Is because what have we done with it? Tarot card readers keep talking about this crap about she's coming back. Oh, she has fear. Oh, she's confused. Oh, she's hurting. Oh, that. Fuck that. You know what I mean? It's like if she's woman enough to go out and do what she does, and obviously she's not proud of it. Anything you keep a secret, um, there's shame involved, or there's something that would hurt your business or your persona. And so, I can understand, but I don't accept it because I know my worth, and you just you chose other things, what more important to you, and it's okay, good, fine, I mean, someday or next life. All right, let's change the channel here. So, I did a video where I spoke about some aspects of Saturn, like I spoke about uh, each planet in the tree of life. Okay, with the tree of life, it's like the blueprint, uh, like the soul blueprint of a man, of we have ideas, right? Ideas come where they come to the brain. So we got two sides to the brain, we got two planets to represent that. We have Saturn and Neptune, and so then then we have other virtues, that we need to have as human beings, as good people, well balanced, hermetic, um, everything based on hermetic laws, moral principles, because you're better off. I remember a mentor of mine once said, if more men were Masons, this place would be a better world. Well, look, everybody has an idea about these secret societies, uh, of their worth or their value or their principles and things, but the truth is the studies come from way, way back. This is not no new age movement or, like la 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 butterflies and, love and sex and whatever. Yeah, it's based. Sex is fine. Okay, 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 it's fine. But without the real union of man and woman, which is not just the union down there, you know, or the kissing. It's the union of the what you call the third eye, the seventh chakra, um, you know, the throat, the heart, um, sure, the diaphragm, the power center, everything connected. In other words, everything aligned and connected. And it doesn't have to be that perfect, okay? And I know you've had great sex with just whatever, you know, but that depends where you're at in life. You know, if you haven't been around, and I don't know, maybe you find a thrill being with someone that like a prostitute, for instance, someone that will be with whoever for money, pretty much. I'm sure there's some discreet somewhere or sometime, you know, I don't know, but I don't partake too much in that, and I just say that, hey, to each his own. This is another thing. This show is never about judgment, uh, because you know it's about awakening. You know, it may not be your time to awake. It may not be that time where you just gotta snap out of it and say, you know what, I need. This is causing me chaos. This is really not bringing me happiness, momentarily satisfaction sexually. Boom, you know, boom, boom. You hit it hard and you hit it for hours. Maybe if you're lucky, you find a good lover, right? At least. But you know, it's you know, and that's. But you know, to be a player, especially in this day and age, I don't give a shit what age you are. You know, because I know that there are some young women out there in their 20s that are being responsible. Okay, maybe they were did their thing in their teens. Hey, you know, well, we all do, right? So we all do our worst damage in our teens and in our young adult life, you know, and then we turn to maturity, hopefully, you know, I don't know. And some will regress. Instead of going forward, they go backwards and say, well, you know what? I married young. I need to catch up with a lot of stuff. So I'm going to rewind and start my life as like irresponsible, wild, uninhibited. And that's what you choose to do. That's what you choose to do, you know. But this is not about, again, about judgment. Uh, it's about bringing awareness, a higher awareness. That's it, a higher consciousness, awareness. Be conscious of where you're at, what you're doing, who you're with. Um, for your sake, first of all, you know, for your sake, love yourself, you know, learn to defend yourself some way or the other. I always, I embed that. I have one daughter, and I said, someone who wants to kill you, and you know for sure this person wants to kill you, then you need to kill them because this is self-defense. I don't want some sick fuck, somebody, you know, like all these other people going around with these machine guns. I mean, you don't call them machine guns nowadays, but you know what I mean. Um, it's just sick. It's sick. It's sick. It's yeah. It's demented. And so yeah, self-defense is very good. I hear stories of young girls, and since I have a daughter, it really hurts me. It really hurts me very much to hear that these girls were killed just senselessly. You know, and it's too bad that these cowards, you know, also, you know, use guns. And I mean, you know, I still think that martial arts would be the best way to go for this world, for this U.S. to go is just with martial arts. When somebody kicks your ass, somebody kicks your ass. You know, somebody breaks your neck, it breaks your neck. But the thing is, you're fighting. You have that chance to be able to defend yourself, defend your life. You know, for God's sake, it's not just like boom, and that's it. It's like any fucking coward can pull the trigger. So now, I so anyhow, going back to this particular, it just depends where you're at in life, But self-defense is one thing that I suggest and I recommend for young girls to know, because these guys usually they're just jerks. They're not trained in anything. They're just wannabes, or they play games and those games in the computer, and all of a sudden they're out there trying to portray something that far from being. Okay, because playing this GI Joe or the soldier or the mercenary, whatever, it's just you gotta have brains. Okay, you gotta have intelligence. You have to have knowledge. You have to have wisdom. You have to have skill, talent. Um, Otherwise, you're not really, who you say you are and stuff. So, um, so yeah, it's sad when somebody decides to regress. I've seen it also where, a woman was married young, had some kids, kids grew up, and the divorce happens, the separation happens, Separation is usually because it's like a trial. It's like some trial days, 90 days or something, Go do this and go do that and go do this guy and do that girl and do this woman, and then come back and see if how you feel about it, right? That's what I call a separation, And of course, then you find something that you think is greater than what you were married to or committed to, and you're gone, and then you're well, you got away from somebody that loved you. Probably more likely than not, for this player or for whatever is giving you these sensations, because um, players usually don't have uh, uh, an intent, of loving, and of commitment. They want sex because they feel you are sexy or that you are, physically attractive. Something they're gonna have sex with you for, because of that, or because they want something from you, money or security, whatever it may be. So it just goes on and on. Games of the games people play. So I'm so glad I'm out of that whole thing, and I'm not really anxious to go back into this same pattern of well, of existence. Where yeah, sure, you're interacting, um, possibly having great sex, but unless that's a type of thing you can not control, it's never about control. So people are easy to, you're controlling. No, fuck that. It's not controlling. It's about being able to, you know, they keep the balance, keep grounded. Don't try to play me. Don't try to play her. Don't try to play him. Just, behave. If it's just gonna be, hey, I'll see you when I see you, that kind of thing. But I feel that most people, that's why they do what they do. They want to they find somebody they can love and they can keep around and they can keep blinded while they do their other stuff, all the taboo and the fetishes and whatever else they want to keep active doing while they're married. So if you cake and eat it too, right? And some women, because their attraction and their sex appeal and their weapons of mass distraction, whatever it may be, hey, they can easily do that. They can play that whole thing, and they can play it for years, but not forever, you know. And it will come the time, and if he hasn't already, where you actually paying a younger person for sex or for favors and stuff like that, you know. But that person is not spiritually connected with you or mature enough for you. Then if you're playing that, you know, hey, look, this is not a perfect world, right? We all have to survive some way or the other or whatever, you know. But I just don't put myself in situations like that. Um, there's always offers, sure, um, but since I played that so much and I've been away from it for years now. You know, it's not like it just turned the other cheek just because I got older. Fuck that too. You know, I didn't even have gray hair. Uh, I was 20 pounds lighter. I was just looking really fucking good, and I nevertheless came to that point where I guess it was for me. I guess I would have never given up the player in me or the bad boy, whatever you want to call it, you know. If it hadn't been for a life and death situation in a spiritual sense, not physical. Well, it affects you physical. That's another thing too. Everything that happens to you, okay, in the physical, first happens up there. Trust me, it's already ordered. It's already something designed up there, and it hits you. You know, whether it be cancer, whatever it may be. You know, it just depends. Again, um, somebody up there is keeping tabs. You know, there's the Akashic files, and someone is always. I know him as Raziel. Raziel, Ratziel. Is the right hand to the Godfather in the Hebrew Kabbalah, you know, which is the sphere of Chokmah. Anyhow, he's there. He is known as the Akashic keeper of the records. Okay? Everything that happens, everything that crimes have been committed against you, against me, data. There's data on that. Trust me. And hey, you know, those debts are paid sometimes quickly. Sometimes it takes a few months. Sometimes it takes a few years. I don't know, but it will happen, and it has happened. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've experienced it. Nobody really gets away with anything. Especially it's. I mean, this is bad karma because it's something that cannot be justified. It cannot be justified. It's something that came from ego, something from your domineering self, something that from your because of your selfishness, something because of it has to do with your vice. Maybe you're a fucking alcoholic. Maybe you're a heroin addict, cocaine addict. I don't know, something that reduces you to nothing eventually, you know, um, because you know you lose your soul, you know. And I say this because I many years ago, my God, 25 years ago, 25, 28 years, 30 years ago, I don't know when it was. It was like I needed to stop doing what I was doing. And although it was a short period of time, felt like, my God, I did it for long. And no, it was not. But throughout that time, I noticed a change in persona, you know, values and principles. And I said, no, this is not fucking for me. This is over. This is over. So I did the last of it. I said, you know, you kill me or I kill you. That was the deal. Well, I'm here, so I killed it and rehab myself through exercise, through a lot of discipline. Within a month or two, it was like it never happened. It was like some dream because I nurtured myself, my soul, my energy, my spirit, my body. I got myself in physical shape. I remember I couldn't even I mean, I could walk, but you know, it was like crawling first, and then learning how to walk, and then learning how to run. So soon enough, I was jogging, at least 3.5 miles, where before it would hurt me until you would go half a mile. So yeah, all right, enough of that. I don't want to go too far in there, so I don't know how many minutes I've got thus far. I don't like to keep it under 20 minutes, but it's been so good spending some time with you. I know it's been at least a week, and I thank every one of you. I mean, the ones that have been loyal and been, just liking the stuff. I hey, I always say that I try to continue to do something different each time, and I will start preparing certain themes. Um, and then I'm just going to put out at least once a week. I'm going to put out a theme, if not two. But yeah, I'm going to be, figure out what themes. I'm going to select themes that I believe that will resonate with you or with most, because there's mysticism, there's esoteric science, there's the Kabbalah, there's the chakras, there's, the Hermetic laws and principles. There's so much stuff to cover, Um, and I've covered some esoteric science for sure. But I want to cover some of this stuff also soon. I think I'll be going into the studio and doing my music thing. I'll be singing. It will be video, and it will premiere here. So Noah's Arts Entertainment again is a conglomeration of a lot of things. Okay, I know that they call niche the niche that you have to find a niche here. Well, I could separate it in different channels. The music from the mysticism and esoteric science and all this metaphysical talk, and then some other stuff that I can do concerning uh, voiceovers and narration and what is storytelling. Do I have, whew, do I have an idea for that? Storytelling. And if you like my voice, you appreciate it, then you're gonna love this stuff because you won't have to watch anything. You can just lay back, put your headphones on, and listen to my stories. All right, very good. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And I thank each and every one of you, and I urge you to please like, subscribe, and I've seen an increase. I've seen an increase, and I express gratitude. Okay, from the heart chakra here. Ah, you're new. I love you too. Everybody is good. Everybody's good. Everybody will connect. If not physically here, we will congregate spiritually, and we will get this thing happening. Okay. Um, so please like, subscribe, and share. Spread the word. You know, I'm not here just as an ornament. All right. Make a good ornament, but I'm not here just for that. So I need your support, your love, okay, your understanding, and I will spread my wisdom. I will share it with you, whatever I know. Again, I will prepare some things that will be totally. See you on the full moon night. I think it's the 15th, right? The moon in Aquarius. I want to say hello to my tarot card readers, my lovely tarot card readers, as I call them. Forget about it as far as you're trying to get me with the soulmate thing. I want something else, all right? Which is mostly business, success, new venue. Okay, I need to start this venue, and I need to let it grow. Like just plant that seed. I've started 4.5 months ago. The full moon will be, the fifth month, and we'll keep growing in that seed, and everything will sprout, and it will be beautiful for me, and you'll be helping me. You'll be learning. I'll be, I'm not here, like I said, as an ornament. I will be teaching you, putting out the good word. Thank you so much, and may the gods be with you. And when I say the gods, I mean pantheon gods. The god of the sun, the god of the moon. They got Godheads everywhere, right? And but they're all composed to make one force, that one supreme force. That's from the hierarchy. We call it the supernal triangle. Top, the top of the tree, it's a pyramid. Okay, the top of the tree is the emanation. Then comes wisdom. It pours down and pours down the other path, and it's understanding. So those three, okay, form. All right, you've seen this before. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Until the next time.